With the rise of social media, there are many different ways people are getting their news. We went to the students to see which ways they prefer.
I usually get a lot of my news from Twitter and social media networking sites, just because I like to see other people's opinions and kind of their views on things. But I actually don't ever like giving my own opinions.
I usually get my news through Twitter and other forms of the internet, and probably news stories and articles and things like that.
I like to get my news from Facebook. Most of the time sports and politics whenever politics is in the news, so that's always a lot of fun to learn about that.
I get my news off of Instagram, and specifically the Shade Room. I don't know if y'all know about that, but it's called the Shade Room, and that's where I get all my local and national news.
I usually get my news from watching WSOC TV or talking with my family. So I'll have discussions, political discussions with my brother or my dad. And then I usually get notifications from CNN or Fox News.
I mostly get the news I care about selectively on sites like Reddit. And the things I don't care enough about to follow there, I tend to find is enough doom and gloom to just not want to follow.
I typically get my news from Twitter just because, it's at my disposal easy. I usually look at some sports stuff and what's going on around the U.S.
I don't really watch the news. I think it's kind of boring and sad, so I usually get my news from Twitter, so I get to pick and choose where I get my information from.
I usually look mainly at the celebrity news because I'm just all for that, or sometimes I use Snapchat's e-news rundown to get my pop culture.
I go in there to get news, you see a hashtag, then I click it. I click that hashtag and I see what the trending topics are in the news. It's a really dope tool to use. I probably use Twitter just for that and funny things in threads, but through those threads you get a lot of conversation and people formulate hypotheses and what actually is going on in the world.
For more information, visit NinerTimes.com or our newspaper every Tuesday. I'm Haley Ratliff. We'll see you next time.